Welcome, guys. I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, no Justin, no Julian today. It's Malik. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, better than yesterday after the game. But we'll get into that. So this show we will talk about the game, just top four in general, if you can make it. Torino on Friday, and maybe we'll talk about the Champions League game because I saw something I want to bring up. It was the power rankings for winning the Champions League, and we were not even in the top 10 for some reason. But that's that. So the game yesterday, I spoke, so I'll let you speak first. What you think about, or what was your feeling after the game?
Well, during the game, I had this feeling that we were playing so well during the first part of the first half. I was thinking to myself, I think this was the best we've played all season, maybe, creating chances and all that. But we died down towards the second half, and I thought, okay, maybe we could lose this badly. And same story for the second half. It was okay. And then Malinovsky scored that rocket. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it. And during that time, I was like, okay, if we lose this and Atalanta win the game in hand, top four, we're back to square one despite the signings. And I was getting very pessimistic because we were basically banking on going into the Champions League next season to essentially fund the signings of Vlahovic and Zakaria. So I'm glad Danilo scored. I would have preferred to win, but I'm glad we didn't lose still,
I agree. I think the first 22, 23 minutes, I think that was the best football we played all season long. It wasn't perfect, but we, like, going to Atalanta, we usually struggle, like, against the press and all those things. And in the first 20 minutes, we were pressing for once. Like, and I was shocked because I did not expect it. I was surprised, and it was good. It was quality. Like, I think we were unlucky that we weren't 1-0 up after 20 minutes. Like, Vlahovic, that was a good save from the goalkeeper. A few Dybala should have scored. Like, I know people were saying, "Oh, it's difficult," or you should have given pass it to Vlahovic. We will talk about the final pass, but he should have shot. He did that, and he wanted to. How do you want to say? He wanted to put too much curl on it. Like, he should have scored that goal. Like, that's an easy goal for Dybala. We didn't in those 20 minutes, but I was like, okay. Like, then Atalanta came. I think that was normal. Like, you pushed for 20 minutes, like, big. Like, I was surprised. So you drop back a bit. I thought, that's okay, that's fine. But we dropped back a bit too much. And we, especially in the first half, we struggled to get into that again after those 20 minutes because we were so sloppy. Like, I need to re-watch the game. I will do that tomorrow. But the final pass in the second half was so many times. It was unbelievable. Like, also because there are quality players. Like, I remember Vlahovic. He needed to square it.
He just needed to, but just pass it to Dybala, and Dybala would have.
It was goal, and he underhits the ball. Like, I don't know what he would like. There was no replay of it, so that's why I want to rewatch it. I was like, you cannot do that. Like, I like you, but, like, even Vlahovic, like, no matter who, that could have been, name it, Betancourt if he was here. Like, that's an easy pass. That's a goal. Like, that's a goal. Like, but the counterattack with Dybala and Morata. Like, Morata needed to shoot. He said to dribble.
Everyone just wanted to pass to each other. Morata should have shot as soon as he cut in.
Remember, it gives me flashback. It gave me flashback to the first season Ronaldo was here, and he wasn't scoring in those first game, and we were just forcing the ball to him so many times. I feel yesterday that was a bit what we were trying to do with Vlahovic. And even Dybala, like, in the same action, he dribbles Morata. He gets the ball to Dybala. Dybala, instead of shooting, he starts to dribble. I'm like, you're allowed to shoot. Like, I don't get it. So that was a big problem yesterday because I think we did enough to win that game. Like when
Genuinely, if it were any other game and like we took our shots, it genuinely easily could have finished 3-0, 3-1 easily from the amount of chances we created. I mean, it's a good step forward. We're now at least creating chances.
yeah,
But we need to finish them off still.
Yeah. Of course. I think it was just like the only thing or the only moment where I was like, oh my god, this is going out of hand is when we conceded, and like 5 minutes after that, like when they hit the crossbar, we were like all over the place. I was like, okay, stay calm. Like the game is not over. You can still get a point. It's not good. Like I said, because Julian asked me, I said, what if we play bad and somehow you still get a point? Like he predicted it. He said, would you be happy? I was like, no. Like, I don't care. We need 3 points. So I'm not happy with a point. I'm not celebrating a point because it's still away to Atalanta, who are struggling. A lot of injuries. Like, I'm not celebrating a point away to Atalanta in the last minute. I'm not.
Exactly.
Because we needed the 3 points. Like, we have
It was a must-win game. Yeah.
We have 5 points out of 21 against the top 4 teams. Like, that's
And our
that's
last
bad.
one this season is against Inter, I think.
Yeah, against Inter at home. And even if you win, like that's 8 out of 24. That's
horrendous.
embarrassing.
It's horrible.
Like, that's horrible. So, like I cannot be happy now. It's not all negative. Like we are improving, but I think we were improving even before we got Vlahovic and Zakaria in. Like I thought,
Definitely.
like they coming in, obviously you're better teams because they're quality compared to what you had previously. So it's not all negative. Like we haven't lost in how many games? I think 15 games now in total.
Our last loss was in November. I think in Serie A it's 11 games unbeaten.
It was like 15 games within 90 minutes, like the Inter Supercoppa game.
Yeah.
So
in all competitions, yeah, I think it's
something like that.
15 games. Yeah, but like that streak was gonna end to Atalanta. You know?
Yeah.
Like it started after
against
Atalanta. It was gonna end with Atalanta. So I'm glad it's continuing. Yeah, as you said, we're improving, but still, there's so much room for improvement still.
I think that's positive. Yeah, like I think it's positive, but you know what it is? We don't have time to improve. Like it needs to happen now. Like we're chasing them.
We genuinely can't make any more mistakes.
No, it's
any mistake. Like a draw against Torino, a draw against Empoli, that's disastrous. Because then we're out of the top 4 just like that. Because if Atalanta win their game in hand, we're 5th again still.
Yeah.
And Lazio aren't far behind as well. They're 4 points behind us.
Yeah. So there's no room for mistakes. That's why yesterday we needed a win. Period. And I think we should have won that game. Like I don't know, Atalanta had chances, but like normally
we also had our chances as well.
We had good chances and good not opportunities. Like we messed it up before it became a chance. Like many times, even the last when we got the corner, like at the end it worked out. But Cuadrado, like he takes 2 touches in the box instead of just whipping it in. Yeah. I was like, what?
I remember getting so frustrated.
Yeah.
With that.
I was like, again.
But thankfully we scored from the corner.
Yeah, okay. And people will say, oh, it's good, but like it was happening all game. Too many touches in the box. I'm like, you need to take a shot. You need to whip it in. Like it's too much. It's too much. So that's something to improve on. Again,
definitely.
We're still in it. Like in the top 4 race, it's not done. It's not done. Yeah. And even if we would have won yesterday, it's still not done. On paper, people say we have the easiest schedule. I don't really agree. I think people are saying that because Lazio and Fiorentina are on the last games, and Atalanta have those tougher games spread over those 15 games. So I think people are just looking at that. I think we will, if we're gonna make top 4, it's gonna be decided in the last 2 games.
Yeah, just like last season.
Yeah, and that's.
I hate that.
That's scary because the last 2 games are Fiorentina at home, away, and Lazio at home and Fiorentina away.
Yeah.
I think Atalanta play Milan on their last day or something.
Let me check. I think they play Milan soon. I think.
Okay, but they have a difficult game. I think on the last game. or the second last
Their
game?
last game of the season is against Empoli at home. The game before that is Milan.
Okay, the game before. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying Atalanta are gonna win out now, nor are we, but we are behind them. No, technically no, but like they have a game in hand against Torino. I don't want to disrespect Torino, but
Torino are gonna play the game of their lives against us, and
yeah,
against Atalanta they're gonna roll over. You know, we
even
know how it is.
yeah, and even if they play the game of their lives on Friday, we should beat Torino at home. Like
Yeah.
there can't be any excuse for not beating Torino at home. Like I don't care,
Yeah,
it's a derby, yeah, but like you're better. Like you need to beat them. So again, I'm not saying Atalanta won't drop points, but we will drop points for sure. We will. We're not gonna win for the last 13 games. We're not gonna do that. Nobody's gonna do that. But they have an advantage. So I'm just.
And
It's
that's
frustrating.
the idea. And the idea of missing out on top four really, really
That's
scares
a
me.
disaster.
Financially, it's gonna be disastrous. We could be forced into selling someone like De Ligt, maybe even. So I prefer not to think about that and just take it game by game.
Yeah, but like, yeah, okay, that's fair. But I think we should think about it because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, what are you moaning about? We are unbeaten in so many games. We're improving." I'm like, good, but improving is not gonna make us in the top four, get us in the top four.
That's,
Points,
you have
points,
a point. Yeah.
points are getting us into the top four. Like we can improve all season, and we just finish fifth if Atalanta do what they need to do. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
so what is that? Do I need to be happy with improvement? I'm not. Like, that doesn't, for me, that doesn't make sense. Great, you improved, but you didn't make it in the top four, so screw that. I don't want to say it's pointless. At the end of the day, if you don't make top four, improvement is pointless because it's a big one. It's not like Man U. If they finish out of the top four, that's okay. They have the money. Like they have no problems because they have done it the last 5 years twice or 3 times, something like that, and they still can buy 100 million euro Sancho, like. So, but we can't. We need to get into the top four.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't want to look back on the season at the end of the season if we finish out of the top four, looking back at the Venezia game, the Empoli Udinese games, and because genuinely, if we won our first 2 games of the season, which on paper we really should have against Udinese and Empoli, the picture would look slightly better now. It's crazy to think 5 points. 5 points.
Yeah, like if you just if you just can take it back and play those games in this moment, like you win against Udinese away, like what Chesney 100%. Did with a full squad. I don't think we will lose at Napoli. I don't believe that.
Me too.
Empoli at home, Sassuolo at home, like Verona away. So many games. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me see in the chat. Gaetano, yesterday. Oh, he's from Italy. Thanks for joining. He said, yesterday we deserve to win. What do you think? Like, if I
can understand it, yeah. I
can say yes, but if Atalanta fans say no, I will also understand. I will understand that. Yeah. Like, so I'm just like, it's not the Milan approach, like where we just sit back and want to the point. Like we actually wanted to win. So
we went for it in a sense. We did.
We win. Like he played McKennie for a reason. He played him 90 minutes for a reason, basically.
He played well, in my opinion.
He played well. Like the only issue I have with him is his passing at times. Like
in
the first half,
ability isn't really the best.
In the first half, like he goes past 3 players. I was like, wow. And then like 30 seconds later, a simple pass. He just overhits it. I'm like, come on, like balance. Like you can do one thing good, but if you turn around and mess it up, like you need to be consistent. But he had a good game. He's improving under Allegri. So, let me see. Slowly growing, slowly building, fluidity and combinations and chemistry between the front 3. Also, our best midfield is Locatelli. Yeah. Arthur Zakaria, and if we need more penetration, we just replace Arthur with Weston. I don't know. I need to see that midfield first before I can say it's our best midfield. I don't think we're ever gonna see it. To be honest, I was
Yeah,
shocked that Locatelli was playing in that position. I don't think he had the best games out. Like he had better games, I think.
definitely.
But yeah. Stefan said Malinovsky should not be given the space. Didn't Allegri tell the team to close him down? That's what we said in the preview. Like before we wrapped up the preview, me and Julian, I said, don't let Malinovsky shoot. Just don't. I don't care where he's on the pitch. Try to block him. Like he had, again, it's difficult to defend that, but like, I don't know. Chesney, could he have done better? I've not seen a shot from behind. Like, did he see the ball very late? It looked savable to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's to us. But like it was one hell of a goal. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
yeah,
So.
of course. Like
And Malinovsky against us, he
3
likes
times in a
scoring
row.
these goals. Ever since he joined Atalanta, he scored 4 times against us.
Yeah, and it's 3 times in a row. It's in the competition. It took a deflection in the Serie A, then in the Coppa Italia, and now this. Like his left foot is insane. It's actually insane. Bono saying Vlahovic looked tired yesterday. I think he expanded a lot of injury in the first 2 games. Now the 5-day rest is coming at the right time. He can relax and come back stronger. I don't really like. I don't think he was. How do you want to say it? I don't think he was bad or tired. I think he was trying too much, and that's what Allegri said after the game twice now. And people were getting onto Allegri because they think he's quote unquote shitting on Vlahovic, but he's actually trying to teach him something. Like at times, he spends too much energy when you don't need to do that, and I get that. Like he's new at the team, he wants to prove himself, but like he needs to stay calm, and also I think he needs to learn to cut inside to the right. In my opinion, because he's left. Excuse me. Yeah, like you need to switch it up. But his hold-up play is very good.
Yes,
like
his hold-up is really good. He brings in Morata and Dybala into the game.
Like he is key. Like he's actually key. Like Morata, he's playing that well because Vlahovic is there. Like he
100%.
Like he can hold up to play. Like, and I get that. It's not perfect, the 3 of them now. I don't think it's going to be perfect until like the last 7 games of the season. Then it should be on point to me. I get that.
It's not going to be perfect from the get-go. They still need time to know each other still and know their playing styles.
I agree. Let me see. Bonus saying was a great game and 2 strong teams. Yeah, like if you're a neutral fan, great. But like I'm a Juve fan, so I needed to win.
Yeah, we're pissed if we don't win. So.
And Mr. Dag say, what do you think of Reguilon from Tottenham? No. And Arsenal Tierney, yeah, he will be great for J Medical. He's always injured. He's actually a good left back, but he's so injury prone. It's unbelievable. It's a shame because he's a very good player. What I want to ask? I wanted to ask something. I forgot about it. Damn. I had something in my mind. I don't know. Oh yeah. I wanted to ask the substitutions. Now, I was doing my match reaction. I had no idea what substitution. Like I was lost in the last 10 minutes. Like players was coming on. I had no clue what was happening. Like I saw Ake coming on. I was like, what? What?
Yeah, last 10 minutes it felt like a bit of a free for all. We got desperate. We knew we needed to score. So Allegri just tossed every attacker we had. He put in Ake, he put in Cuadrado, he put in Ken. So, and I felt like, especially after Atalanta scored, we genuinely lost so much shape and structure.
Yeah. Yeah. They hit the crossbar.
Like, their goal destabilized us so much, which is very, very concerning.
Someone brought that up. I'm like, I think he just went for it. Like I thought his mindset was like 2-0 or 1-1. Like 1-0 or 2-0, it is what it is. I think he said he just went for it, but like the subs were, I would say strange, but many and like, yeah, maybe a bit strange. Like that the team was just all over the place. Like nobody knew really what was happening. It was too much. Also, Keane came on. that was a waste of of coming on. Like he is, Jesus, I don't know what is happening with him, but
I
like
didn't expect him to be this
this,
underwhelming ever since he
yeah,
came back.
this is
Because I
actually
have good
bad.
memory. I have good memories with Ken from his first season with us, his breakout season.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
even when he went to PSG, he was like somewhat of a good player. So I had a bit of an expectation on him, but it's a shame. It's a shame, really.
Like it's a waste. Like I want to be nice to him, but yesterday he came on. He came on again. I don't know. People say, "Oh, it's only 10 minutes," but like some players come on and they have an impact. He never has an impact. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of pointless to bring him on. Like that's where I am at the moment. Like it's okay, you're coming on, but why? Like what do you add? Like nothing. It's very weird with him, but like we need him because you cannot play Vlahovic all game 90 minutes, like or Morata or Dybala.
Especially.
Yeah. Mr. Dax is saying Cuadrado extending till 23, 5 million a year. I don't know. Let's see. I think we should be offering only 1+1. Like no long-term deals. Like
Yeah.
he's not playing well this season.
It's a problem.
Like he had some good clutch moment, but overall he's not having a good season. Cuadrado, he isn't. It's a bit.
He's very hot and cold this season.
Yeah, and that's not good. Like that's scary. Like you don't need to give long-term deals against those teams. So yeah. Now, what I was saying. Okay. The game. The fouls. I want to talk about the fouls, like briefly, because like it's actually insane that there was a lot of talk about the Chesney situation when the video is out there, and there's no talk about the Chilio.
The one on the Chilio and Morata got fouled a million times.
Demiral.
I tried counting it. I lost count. Demiral, no.
I have no idea how we stayed on that pitch. Like elbows, tackles from behind. It was insane. Then De Ligt on the goal, he actually touches the ball first. Like he kicks the ball away, and then he hits Malinovsky. But like yellow, like he was on the ball first. Like it's very strange. Demiral, I said it in the preview. I'm like, if he doesn't pick up, like you need to take advantage. And the referee helped him out by not booking him very early. Like he was doing it all game long. I was like, okay, what is wrong here? They only picked up one yellow card. That's insane.
But that's crazy for the fouls they committed. That's insane.
And
this was only the one on the Chilio, right? I think so.
I woke up, so I read the Italian newspaper. It's all Chesney, it's all De Ligt when he doesn't even hit the ball on his hand, and even if it hits his hand, it first hits his rib. So that's a no. Like exactly, that's done. Like it's cancel out. It's cancel out. But it didn't hit his hand. But okay, those two how you want to say it, moments are talked about in the newspaper. The Chilio thing not mentioned at all. I'm like, okay.
I was thinking to myself during the game when they were checking it. I was like, this is a red card. I think it should have been. Like his studs were sure he didn't get his knee, but the Chilio's foot was high, and who I don't remember who committed the foul, but
I think it was Hateboer.
Hateboer. I think it was Hateboer, and his studs were extremely high. So
yeah. Like I saw Cuadrado getting red for that against Fiorentina, but the Chesney one, they were looking for 5 minutes, and I was like, what are you looking at? Like he comes out.
I think he even got a touch still, Chesney.
He
got a small touch onto it. Still.
The ball did not hit his hand at all. So and the player, the Atalanta player, extends his left foot for some weird reason. Like he goes to Chesney. Like Chesney, like okay, he didn't need to come out. That's that was weird. That was stupid. But he came out, but he just stood there. Like the Atalanta player extends his left foot. I'm like, what the hell are you watching here? Like I have no idea. Like what was this? And they were looking like 4 minutes, 3 minutes, like actually looking for an excuse to do something. And there was not even a red. Like he wasn't the last man. So what are you looking? Because you cannot look to give a yellow card for VAR. if you go to the VAR, it's for red, or it's to turn a yellow into a red, and the referee hadn't handed out the card. At the end of the day, it was a good decision, like nothing, but it was weird. It's weird, and it's weird that not weird. Like we know they're talking about it because it's Juve, but I don't know.
If this happened to someone like Napoli, wouldn't hear anything about it whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see. Mr. Dag saying, imagine we had like digital referee, like a technology system referee that calls fouls. Yeah, like I think the ref made a good decision, and the VAR was, I don't know what they were doing. Like the ref saw that perfectly, and again, at first there was a lot of drama, and then looking into the reactions from other fans, also I saw also a lot of non-Juve fans saying like, yeah, this is nothing. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And then the Atalanta manager, CEO, was taking shots after the game. I'm like,
yeah, I read that. Paratici,
remember Nedved, they always get fines. Now I'm interested to see if he will get fined, because he was saying things that were not okay. Like, you cannot do that. That's weird to do.
Let's see if the double standard is still there or not.
Also, the journalist questions for Allegri, they were weird. And Allegri, I think normally he stays very cool. And yesterday he was cool, but like he brought up the Chilio. Normally he doesn't do that. Like, it's like, okay, you want to talk about decisions, you go. And yesterday he responded for once. I think he's also getting a bit irritated. Like, what are these questions? Like, the journalists say, what the Chilio foul? I'm like, Allegri was, and even I was like, what the Chilio foul? Like, you can't be this ignorant, right? Like, how you missed that? You missed that. How did you miss that? But then again, I looked it up. He works for a newspaper based in Bergamo, so it is what it is. But like, the questions are stupid. Like, what did he expect Allegri to say? It was a wrap for Chesney. No, he's not saying that.
It's obviously not.
Like, the best you can get.
Expect these journalists sometimes.
The best you can get is like, no, I did not see that. Why? Like, that question was stupid. Do you think after a game Allegri is going to sit into his locker room and it's like, I need to watch that Chesney moment back. Let me see if it's a red card. No. Like, no coach is doing that. That's weird.
Exactly.
That's weird. But like, it is what it is.
Remember last season when we drew to Atalanta at home, and they should have gotten a red card as well. I think it was Derone on Artur.
Oh, Derone. Yeah. That was red. Yeah. Like, that was
last season. Yeah.
That was dirty.
Same theme this season.
That was it. Yeah, that was. He took
similar challenge, by the way, to Hateboer.
He took Derone. He took Arthur out. He was injured after that.
Yeah, he got injured. That's when he got that bad injury in his leg that required surgery and took him out for 3 months.
Yeah. Weird. But I think the referee, the mistakes he made was he let Atalanta get away with things they shouldn't get away with. It was weird. But it is what it is. It's done. And also, he gave Vlahovic a yellow card for nothing.
Yeah, Vlahovic wanted a foul, and
but it was a foul. I think it was a foul.
Yeah, it was. That's the thing. And I think he said something to the referee, and he just booked him.
He looked at him and he was like, "What? Again?" And he booked him. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, you're that kind of rap. It was a foul all day long. Like, he pushes him in the back. Like, I was like, never mind. Like, if you push a player in the back and the ball just stands there, like, it's a foul. Like, the defender has not. He didn't touch the ball. Otherwise, the ball would have moved. But never mind. Let me see. Mr. Dang's thinking about if we not beat Atalanta in a long time, other than the final. Yeah, that's true.
No,
I think
the last time we did.
I think the last time was Higuain and Dybala, the 1-3 game.
Yeah.
Maybe
3-1 away. Yeah.
Let me think.
Other than the Coppa win.
Yeah. Coppa. Let me see. Norbert saying Vlahovic was talking all game. The ref had enough. Yeah, but Vlahovic had enough. Like, And Morata, Jesus Christ.
Vlahovic was abused by the Atalanta fans so much.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Like
They
they kept chanting things specifically towards him and tried to get under his skin.
yeah, they
which
were
was-
calling him a gypsy. That's what they were calling
Yeah, they were
him. But they
calling him a
did that
gypsy.
when he
Yeah,
was playing at
I
Fiorentina.
heard that. Yeah, I remember that video. Yeah.
But he was frustrating. I think Morata kept his cool because he like he was being
He
kicked
got
all over the
fouled
place.
so many times. He was getting beat down.
And he was calm. Like if that it's a player like let's say if that was Mandzukic, he would have lost it. Like
Oh yeah.
that was like 4-5. I remember in the first half, Morata was like, "This is the fourth time," and he looked at the ref, and the ref said, "Get up." Like it's I gave a foul, but Morata said like, okay, you gave a foul because it's a foul, but when are you gonna book players because they keep doing it?" It's weird. It was actually very weird, but the game is done. We cannot take it back. I'm still disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
It's frustrating.
It's frustrating. It's
if only some things went right, we'd be talking about it in a completely different light. It is what it is, though. On to the next.
Yeah. The next is on Friday already, and then it's Villarreal. And we will talk about Villarreal a bit later because I want to bring something up. But I will say this. Wait, I will read this first comment from my own holy fun. It says, Ali and Malik, your emotions for Morata ruined the attack after Dybala unbelievable pass. I lost my shit. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, come on, you're a striker. You're in the box. Take a shot. Nobody, like, if you miss, nobody's gonna complain about that.
Genuinely so frustrating. Yesterday, honestly, the amount of times like I just got up and shouted at my television because of the misplaced passes, the bad decisions in attack. Oh my god, it was so unbearable.
Like normally, Allegri is calm after the game, but for once he called it out. He was like, "This is not okay." Basically, like it was too much. Like we had two good opportunities and we messed them up time and time again. This is not okay. So I was kind of happy that he did that because like usually he tries to cover it. So I'm not sure. Like, have you seen it? Like, probably you would have seen it, but like, are you soft with the players? I think that he actually said that in front of the camera. I can now be. Like, I'm sure that he's not soft on the players in training. Like,
I don't think he's soft on the players behind the scenes. I think he tries to protect them too much in front of the media. Maybe.
But I think now it's 13 games. He knows it's like it's done. Like I mean, done. Like you cannot be nice anymore.
I think he's getting frustrated like us.
Yeah, you can. There's no nice guy, Mr. Nice Guy anymore. It needs to happen now. You need to put the ball in the back of the net when you have the opportunity. And yesterday we had enough opportunities. We had. Also, guys, thanks for watching. But please like the video. Also, SPORTENING app. Link for that is in the description. It's a group chat. You can check the results of the game. Vote for your player ratings after the game. And you also get Juve news with our tweets also. They're also on it. So, link for that is in the description. It's free to download. Let me see. Okay, this is what I wanted to ask you quickly. Do you ever believe, because Napoli, Inter 1-1, and social media, everybody was talking about a Scudetto, and I was like, Roma are closer to us than we are than we compared to the Scudetto. So I was like, weird. Do you believe in that?
I didn't believe in it, but I liked the idea of hoping for it. You know, sometimes it's nice to dream. Sometimes, you know, but and I gave myself a reality check, saying no. Our focus is the top four. We need to qualify for the Champions League. We could think about the Scudetto next year when we actually have a decent start, unlike this season. You know.
Yeah, I
because we need. It's not being pessimistic. It's just being realistic. You know.
I agree. Yeah. I was like, we're not really in the top four. Like, we need to worry about that. The title, like, I don't know. Like, we're struggling to get into the top four. I don't think we should be talking about the title. It's just me. Like, I thought it was weird. And they kept asking Allegri that like multiple times during the same presser. I was like, what? Like he said no, and you keep asking like, do you want him to say yes? He never said yes. Even when we were at the top of the league, he said it's not done. Do you think he's gonna say yes
I
now when
remember
he's
even when we were 8 points,
yeah
9 points ahead, he kept saying, no, it's still an open race. And like, obviously in our heads back then, we were like, oh, no, it's not. We're easily winning this, especially in some seasons.
yeah, and people were going mad yesterday because he said he's basically said like it was already done before this game, like because he was asked again, he said Inter's gonna win it, and people were saying, oh, it's weak. I mean, he's realistic. What do you want? Like sometimes when he's not being being realistic, people are shouting at it now at him. Now he is realistic, and people are saying you need to be a dreamer.
He can't win.
He can't win.
It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose.
He can't win, and again, the pressure should be on him. We shouldn't be soft for him because he's a
he made
manager.
Some very, very questionable decisions.
Yeah, like he's on big money.
Bad results,
yeah, and also he's on big money. He's not a rookie coach. He has done it. He's been here, done it. So the expectations are high, and the pressure should be on him. Like we shouldn't be soft for him. For sure. Like I get that with Pirlo yesterday, last season, like it was new. What do you expect? But with Allegri, pressure should be on. It should be on. And games like yesterday, usually he wins. Like those type of games, he wins. And this year, we're not winning those.
He said that after the game, it sounded paradoxical, but he enjoyed managing the game we had yesterday. So it's his type of game, yeah.
Yeah, but like usually we win those games.
Yeah,
he wins. This season, no, and I think that's a problem. And he's feeling it now. Like it's not really going our way as it should. But Johnny's saying no chance of the title. 3 teams above us are better, way more consistent. Like I'm sure. Like our squad is better than Napoli's and Milan's squad and Atalanta squad. That's why I'm frustrated. Excuse me, because we have a better squad. We're
underperforming heavily.
We are underperforming. That's it.
For the players we have, for the money they're on.
Yeah, we have a better squad. Like Milan are playing at times Calabria at center back. Like they're struggling. Look at the players. Like Pioli, he deserves a lot of credit. Like he's squeezing everything out of those players. He is, and he's getting nothing to work with basically. Same for Gasperini, and Spalletti is also doing a good job because they were at the top, they went in free fall, and they picked it up again, and they're very hard to beat again. So, but I agree, we shouldn't be talking because
that's another game we should have. I look back on. We're not the Napoli game. It's another one I look back on saying, "What if we won it?"
We should have won, and
because we should have.
We didn't deserve to win.
Absences. Yeah, we played really, really bad, which was very disappointing considering the absences they had, and we pretty much had a full team.
Yeah. I agree. So it's frustrating, and it boils, like we keep saying it, 5 points out of 21 against the top 4, and people say, oh, but you win, you get top 4 by beating the smaller teams. I'm like, yeah, usually I would agree, but this season, I don't know. You're not taking points away from the teams in front of you, so that can't be helpful at all. At the end of the day, that's just me.
It's just we make every game this season look like a struggle sometimes.
Excuse me?
Like we make every game this season a struggle. Even when we win, it feels like such a struggle sometimes, and. I genuinely, apart from the Sampdoria game, maybe in the Coppa, obviously, where they literally played their C team.
Yeah.
We haven't won a game very comfortably. We're like, oh, wow, we played really well the whole 90 minutes, you know?
Yeah, that's it, the whole 90 minutes. Because usually in every game, like, I don't care if you 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, not struggling, but you're just sitting back.
Like sitting back.
Controlling the game.
Yeah. Allowing the other team to have the ball. But like it happens so often where like we play well for the first 10-15 minutes and then it just dies out completely. We lose our rhythm, we lose our structure, we lose our shape, and the other team is let back into it.
Yeah, that's my issue. Like it's not 5 minutes, it's 30 minutes at times, and 30 crazy minutes, like against Swallow. Like that was, I was like, yeah, this is not okay at home. This shouldn't be happening. Even yesterday, I thought the Sassuolo spell was worse than yesterday in the first half. I thought yesterday they were not close. Like there was pressure, but I was like, it was not like, oh,
It
Chesney.
wasn't really in the box pressure where
Yeah.
Chesney had to make any saves. Against Sassuolo, Perin had to make a lot of saves.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Chesney was calm, and a good thing because yesterday he was doing weird stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, yeah. At the end of the day, we need to move on from that game. Like it happened.
Yeah, it hurts. It's a draw.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're still fourth. Obviously, Atalanta, the game in hand. We mention it all the time. But yeah, we move on. Against Torino, we have to win. Like no other option.
No. There's like you can't draw points. It's that like you can. You need to keep the pressure on. I always say like I'd rather have the points than a game in hand. You never know what happens in a game. Like you never know. So I'd rather have the points than a game in hand. But
exactly.
I don't know when their game needs to be played. I have no idea. Probably will happen maybe next week or like no, they play Europa League twice and so no, not next week.
Yeah, they have the Europa League. It depends on whether they advance or not, how soon they play.
Yeah.
They play Olympiacos, so I think.
Yeah, they play Olympiacos, yeah.
It depends on how much they care about it.
I think they will go for it.
Yeah.
But again, their squad is a bit thin at the moment.
They do play Fiorentina next week, which is...
okay, but Fiorentina, what did they do? It was 1-1. Let me check. Oh, they won 1-2.
Oh yeah, they played today.
1-2, they won.
They beat Spurs.
Yeah, and they have a game in hand. So it's 7 points now and with a game in hand. So yeah. Messed up. It's messed up.
Piontek missing and scoring
penalties. Yeah. So yeah, because Julian told me, we need to look at our backs. I was like, nah. And now I'm looking at it and it's like, oh, Lazio's only 4 points.
Are really, really close. It's only 4 points. If we draw twice, they're level on points with us. I don't think people realize how close they are.
Again, at the end,
and they're slowly catching form.
I'm still not scared of those teams because I think they will drop more points than us. That's just my opinion. They have a good streak now, Lazio, but I think they will fall again. That's what I think.
They're always like this. They always go up and go down.
So
that's just how they are.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Now, what do I want to say? Before we open it up to the chat. Oh yeah, so Villarreal. Because tomorrow is Champions League, we don't play, but Champions League is back. We'll talk about that a bit. Villarreal, they drew against Real Madrid at home. I watched like 30 minutes of that game. Very frustrating for Real Madrid. Like they were playing out of character, making a lot of fouls. Like Asensio made an ugly foul, he got away with it. Like they're a very frustrating team to break down. Like they're
very defensively solid.
Yeah, and they're very
even in the reverse fixture against Madrid, attended 0-0 as well. So they're very defensively stingy, which us against low blocks, it's a bit of a tough one. So
at the end, like again, there shouldn't be an there shouldn't be an excuse. Like we should be beating them over 2 legs. Like there is an excuse. But I brought up the Villarreal game. I need to find it because I saw ESPN posting something and it was like via I don't know what it is, a numbers company who do calculations, and they put a top 10 of teams predicting winning the Champions League. We're not even in the top 10. I don't know. Now
I think with our signings we should be at least
maybe
8th or 9th. Maybe.
Like, is that actually the top 10, or have they left out teams? I'm not sure. I don't think they did because Liverpool are in Chelsea. Like Inter are on 2%, Villarreal 2, Atletico 2, and we are not in it. And then you have Real Madrid at 4, PSG. I think that's disrespectful. And they have Ajax at 13. Again, Ajax, I think they scored 110 105 goals a season in total and conceded like 10.
They're crazy this season.
And only conceded 10 goals. But I don't think they should. I don't think they're better than Chelsea or Real Madrid or PSG. They're a good team. But I think, yeah, I don't think they should be that high. And I don't want to disrespect them because they're actually a good team. But I think they're more vulnerable compared to that season. Or like that 3 seasons ago,
that
was special.
The semi-final.
That was special.
Yeah.
That actually, they still have talent, but I think that was different. But again,
yeah, that team just had a spine of world-class
players.
I'm not saying they don't have any world-class players. They do. But that team, De Jong, De Ligt, Tadic, Ziyech.
Yeah. So yeah, but we're not in the top 4, in the top 10. So again, I'm not saying we're winning the Champions League, but like, it's weird. It's weird. It's actually weird. Yeah. Especially,
I fancy our chances against Villarreal. So.
Oh no, okay. Against Villarreal, we should win, even if we didn't have Vlahovic and Zakaria. I said it. Like, there's no excuse for Allegri.
Reaching the quarterfinal this season, at least. My expectation is the quarterfinal now with the signings, Zakaria and Vlahovic. It's going to be crucial financially as well, in addition to the top 4.
So, I did a Champions League live draw. So, I did the first one when we got Sporting. I was like, yes. I was actually, yes. Then we got Villarreal. I was like, aye. And people in the chat were saying, oh, but they're 15. I'm like, they won't be 15 in a few weeks.
Yeah,
and like a few weeks later, they were already 10. Like, it was just a false image. And I said at the time, I think they're a team that will make us. It will be very frustrating. Like, it will be very frustrating.
It's gonna be a very frustrating game.
If you go down 1 goal against them, you're screwed away to goal. Like, if you go 1 down away to home, don't go for it. Don't do crazy stuff. Like, just bring the game at home and try to finish it at home. Because if you go down there and you think, now we're going for it, we need to, away goals, they don't count anymore. Like, it's level now.
So they can't screw us anymore.
Yeah. So if you go down there, you need to stay calm, like, because that tie can get out of your hands really quickly. But yeah, I brought that up because I thought it was a bit strange. I'm not saying we're winning it, but yeah, I don't think.
I think it's important for us to be cautious, especially after the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, I agree.
Ajax, Lyon, Porto.
Let me see the chat. Sen is saying, shout out to my barber. I don't know. He did it a bit too short, so I'm not happy this time.
I'm growing my hair out, so I won't see any barbers.
Hassa saying, do Villarreal dominate possession? No, they don't. No,
they sit back and they allow
yeah, I think we will have the ball in that game. It should be. Again, if they come at us, great. I will take that over them sitting back. I'll take that. I hope they come at us, but I don't believe that. Someone is asking, how can I join the giveaway? Go on Twitter. I pinned the message to our account. You just need to subscribe, retweet, and tag a friend, I think. And next Thursday, Justin will announce the winner on a live show. So yeah, more than a week still, like 9 days. Let me see. Antonio saying prediction for the Torino game. I will give that on Friday. I need to calm down. I still need to calm down. Let me see. Someone is asking where you're from, Malik.
I'm Saudi.
So that's that. Let me see. Bono saying, I think against Torino, Allegri will play Locatelli and Zakaria together. I think so too.
I'd like to see that.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think Zakaria, he had a bit of a back injury against Verona, and he still started him against Sassuolo. So I think he rested him yesterday so he could play the derby. Probably, that's my opinion.
Yeah. Thomas is saying, in the past few seasons, Atalanta had a really good run of form. A really good run from March until the end of the season, except for the last game, which they strangely draw. Yeah, that was against Milan. This stat doesn't make me feel comfortable. I get that, but like every season is different. Like at this point, like you said, I want to say we need to stay calm. Maybe like we are panicking, but I think the team needs to stay calm. Like they don't have that. Like if they would have won yesterday, we had it in our own hands. Like
Yeah,
again, it's easy,
absolutely.
win out and you're in, but that's basically it. Now you don't have it in your own hands. You just need to win, shut up, and hope they mess up. That's what you
Yeah,
need to do.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
said it many times. I said it always. I don't think we're gonna make top four. Even when we got Vlahovic, Julian asked me. I'm like, we should, and even Julian said, but I don't. I think we will miss out on it, and I still believe that. I'm gonna stand with it. I think.
I'm trying to be optimistic. So
Yeah, I want to be optimistic, but
I hope.
like
I
the
hope.
games we should be winning, we're not winning them, and I think it's one of those.
And we
It's
have
one
a
of those
and
seasons.
we have a tough schedule. Lazio and Fiorentina in the last 2 games of the season.
Yeah, I think people are
That's not
brushing
easy
over our
whatsoever.
schedule, saying, "Oh, it's easy." I
Yeah.
don't think so.
We still play Inter, we still play Lazio and Fiorentina. Those are 3
And
really tough games.
Genoa away, I hate those teams. Sampdoria away, like,
yeah.
I hate those games.
Relegation teams away from home, Empoli away from home. I genuinely don't know what to expect from
Like
that
we should be
game.
beating those teams, but like I don't like going to that Genoa stadium. If it's Genoa or Sampdoria, I hate that. I always if it's packed,
Yeah.
I hate that.
I don't
games.
like the stadium at all.
No, I think it's crap.
Luigi Ferraris.
I don't think like people like the stadium. I don't like it, but it's just me. Like I think people are just brushing over it. Oh, we played everyone. We didn't. Like it looks like because the last 2 games they're on the last 2 games basically. So I think it portrays a false image, and people are like, it's only the last 2 games. I think people expect to have wrapped up the top four at that point. I don't think it will. I don't think if we would have won, let's say yesterday, one game between the Milan and Napoli game, I would say maybe we will wrap it up before, but we didn't.
Yeah. That's
So
the thing, we didn't.
So yeah, let's see. Antonio saying Danilo after the game said we just have to keep working hard and something special will happen. What do you think he's referring to? You think the team thinks they can win the Scudetto? No. I think he was just caught up in the moment.
I'm sure Allegri told him. I did not told him, Danilo specifically.
Yeah.
Told the whole team that our focus is top four.
I think he just said what he said. Like maybe not like Italian is he can speak Italian, but it's not his first language. Maybe he was trying to say something different. I don't think. No. I hope they're not thinking like people say. I hope. I don't think so because I think you're being a bit delusional. Like just the situation doesn't scream Scudetto.
Yeah, people need to remember how our season panned out still,
Yeah.
Like how it went. How we are in the situation we are right now. People can't forget that.
Yeah.
And even just by signing Vlahovic and Zakaria, I feel like people said top four was guaranteed before we even played the game. Before the Verona game even kicked off, people were saying, top four is guaranteed. No, we still need to play, anything can happen. It's football.
I agree. No. Like you said, it's game by game now, and you need to win, and you need to hope the other teams screw up. That's it. So yeah, that's that. What do I wanted? I came on the show and I had something in my mind, and I forgot about it, and now I'm like, I'm sure when we end the stream, it will come up, like usually. But yeah, we can talk about a bit about the Torino game. It's Friday. It's weird. I hate Friday games.
I like Friday games, but that's because it's the start of the weekend.
Yeah, that's my issue. Like Friday are usually long days over here for me, so it's like a game on Friday. But if they win, you have a good weekend ahead. If they mess up, well, your weekend is screwed. So, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you froze for like 10 seconds on my screen.
Okay, I said like, if you win on Friday, you have a good weekend. If you lose, yeah, you're a bit in trouble.
Oh yeah, you're right. If we lose on Friday, the rest of the week is dead. So yeah.
Yeah. Let me uncheck this because Okay. Yeah. So the Torino game. I'm not gonna, because I'll do a preview with Julian on Thursday. Like, I don't want to disrespect Torino, but you should win. It's a derby. Yeah, but they're not that special. I like Juric, but it's hot and cold with
Juric is
them.
a good coach.
Like,
They have good players as well.
yeah, like they're I think they're 10th in the league.
Is Piazza injured again?
I don't know. I know Dennis Pratt is out for the season.
Oh,
he's out for the season, but I think they're 10th. Like, they're just mid-table, good, like solid. Like,
they have some solid players though. Bracalo.
Yeah. I think, and also their goal scoring record is very similar to ours. I think, like, they conceded, I'm not sure. I think they conceded like 4 goals more than us, 3, and we scored like 6 more goals than them. Like, it's still in the 30s, I know, and in the 20, I think we conceded 22 and scored 37, and they conceded like 26 and scored 31, something like that. So it's very similar.
They scored 31, conceded 25, and we scored 37 and conceded 22. Very similar.
Okay, it's very close. So there
must be something in the Torinese.
Yeah, they will not come to us and be open. They won't. But I don't really care. We should be beating them. I don't care if it's therapy. Like, yeah, pressure. I don't know. They will play. They will bring their A game. That's fine.
For sure.
But you should beat them at home.
Yeah, we should still beat them with our quality. We're home, and this is a must-win game for us. We have to.
Yeah, and I think we will. I think we will beat them. Like, this will be the worst moment possible of dropping points ahead of also a Villarreal game. That will be the worst timing ever to drop points on Friday.
Is this gonna bring so much negativity to the
club? It will be bringing doubt to everyone. Mm-hmm. Like, dropping points, you're not in the top 4. Like, what is happening? Going away to Villarreal, the pressure will be on. So yeah, I think we will win, but we'll do that preview on Thursday. And as I said it, if you lose against Torino, then will this affect us for Villarreal? I think it will, because the pressure will be insane. There will be a lot of negativity, and there should be negativity because there's nothing positive about dropping points against Torino. It is what it is. Home of Hume saying no Moreno, by the way, but they still play well. Because they're like, it's like Milan. They can be without 6 players and they still play their game. Yeah,
they just still play the way they know how to play and play well still.
Like, tomorrow is out. Like, they put Calabria or Kalulu, like, and Salamakers, who's it's one of the most average players in the league. Like, he reminds me of Bernardeschi. I have no idea what he's good.
Yeah. It's genuinely the Belgian Bernardeschi.
People over here in Belgium are still confused how he made it out of the league that quickly, because he shouldn't, like, because there are so many talented players over here who's still here and he left. I cannot believe it. Like, he reminds me of Bernardeschi, like, very useless. Like, he's good at nothing. Like, nothing stands out. But still, they do a job for them. So you need to give credit to those coaches, because they work miracles with nothing, basically, compared to the other teams.
Pioli is a good coach as well.
Yeah, he struggled to get his rhythm going, basically, or his career going. But he's doing well now. He is. And people are asking thoughts on both Champions League fixtures. I need to pull them out because I have no idea who's playing. I think tomorrow is PSG Real Madrid, right?
Yeah, tomorrow is PSG against Madrid. And is Inter Liverpool tomorrow?
I thought it was Sporting City. No?
It's Sporting City.
Okay.
Liverpool, Inter is
I don't know about the games, but the ties, I think Real Madrid will win the tie. And
me too.
City will win the tie. And then for the Wednesday fixtures, it was Inter, right?
Inter and Liverpool, yeah. Inter are missing Barella.
Yeah, but even with Barella, I think Liverpool will win that game, the tie. And I think it's Salzburg Bayern, right?
Bayern are gonna eat them alive.
That will be a fun game. A lot of goals. They will concede goals also. Bayern, they will, I think.
They lost 4-2 the other day.
Yeah, they did that, and I was watching. I was at work. It was calm, so I was watching it a bit. That first half, like everything was happening for Bochum, like insane game. Like it was one of those games. It
Yeah, they,
reminded
they
me.
scored two incredible goals.
It reminded me of the Fiorentina game under Conte. Remember 2-0 up, Tevez, and then we lose 4-2
Oh yeah,
with Giuseppe Rossi. Like one of
yeah,
those
yeah,
games. Like
yeah, yeah.
after the
I
game, I
remember
was I was confused. I was like, what the hell happened over here? Like how did we lose this game?
that.
It was one of those games. It happens at times. It happens. Even City, like it happens to the best ones. But to be
Yeah, it
honest,
happens.
Bayern are not very. I don't want
This
to say
season,
dominant this season.
something's yeah. This season, something's off about them.
They are very open
Dif-
at
di-
times.
Different coach, new players gonna leave. So yeah, it's a bit strange.
It's like Mr.
Players
Beck
injured as
saying
well.
they lose to smaller teams this season. It's weird. It's weird. They usually don't.
Like they lost, then they lose like 5-0 this season as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's weird. It's just
Against
weird.
Gladbach in the
Against
cup.
Gladbach.
Usually they lose away to Mainz for some reason. They struggle to play away to Mainz. It's like us playing Verona the last seasons. Like they struggle.
One, not even Verona. Remember Kiev were around
Okay,
as well.
yeah, that was
Kiev, and I hated the Bentegodi for the longest time because of those two.
yeah.
We rarely ever won there, you know. Like it wasn't very common for us to win there.
yeah.
At the Bentegodi.
Yeah, it was Kiev. Jesus, they don't exist anymore. Kiev, or they were.
I think they did the same thing Palermo did and
I think
restarted from Serie D.
What's the name of the player? The captain was it Pilisi?
Yeah, Pelizia.
He wants to buy the club now, or just be the chairman and bring him up again. Let's see, but like that was a horrible team.
That would be an interesting story.
Like I cannot.
I hated Kievo. When they got relegated in the 2019 season, I was so happy.
I cannot believe
Like,
they stayed up for that long. But then, if you look at the things they did to stay up, that's why they went bankrupt. They made it into the Champions League once when everybody got relegated. They made it in the Champions League. I remember that. Insane. Because
I feel the same way towards Genoa. I hope they get relegated this season.
yeah,
I know it's not nice wishing relegation on teams, but you know some teams are just very frustrating.
Oh, I will say it. I don't like Genoa. Yeah. I don't like Cagliari. I hope they both get relegated. I will say it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like those teams. I've said it many times, especially Genoa. And then it's Cagliari. It's close. I don't like any of those teams' fans. That is what it is. They don't like us.
Yeah,
so that's fair.
Yeah, Cagliari.
But yeah. Guys, before we wrap it up, like the video. In the video description, the link to the Sportening app. It's free to download. You can check live scores. You can rate the players. You can chat. We have a group chat in it. And you get all the news, breaking news. Tweets from us also are on the app. So the link for that is in the description. It's free to download. It takes like 1 second. A lot of people who are in the YouTube chat now, I know they're in the group chat. So yeah, link for that in the description. Before we wrap it up, I will ask you, do you think we'll make top 4?
I'll be optimistic and say yes. I hope so. It won't be easy. It will be very ugly. I don't know. I just see Atalanta dropping points, and Napoli have a really tough schedule ahead of them. So maybe they could drop. Maybe. But you know they have all the best players back. But you know you never know. I hope so. We have to. With this, we it's just not an option to not make top 4. You know, it's not an option. So
I know. Let me
hope
see.
So.
Napoli
I'll say yes.
Napoli play Cagliari, Lazio away, Milan at home, Verona, Udinese, Atalanta away, Fiorentina at home, Roma at home, and then it's Genoa, Torino, Sassuolo, Spezia. Yeah.
It's not the easiest for them, but like
I think there's. I think it's like 7 points from them, or no? Yes, 7. I think that's too much. It's too much. Yeah. I think they're safe. They will make it. Like they will. Like you need to mess up big time to throw away a 7 point lead again.
I think it's between us and Atalanta.
Yeah, and that's why
I can't see Lazio getting close on us.
that's
They
why
could.
I'm
You never
frustrated
know. But yeah,
yesterday. That's
it's
why.
either us or Atalanta. Because yesterday was so important because not only would we have gained 3 points, we would have taken them off Atalanta specifically, or a direct rival in the top 4 race.
Yeah.
You know?
Atalanta have Fiorentina away, like you said. They have Sampdoria.
Yeah.
They have Roma away, but Roma, like, you don't need to count on them.
Samp really confused me. I don't. They have good players, but they just don't play well.
Yeah.
Against Milan, they were so disappointing.
They have Napoli at home, Atalanta still. Then they have Sassuolo, Verona, Venezia, Salernitana, Spezia, Milan away. And they don't have a tough schedule.
Yeah.
They have the same strength of schedule as us. So
Yeah.
it's just hoping they will mess up. We need to hope.
We need to hope Fiorentina maybe take points off of them.
Yeah. Let me see. I will read out a few chats and then we will wrap it up. Stefan is saying, I see Napoli dropping. I will be shocked because that's twice this season to give away a big lead. Like that's insane.
Yeah, I understand the perspective though, because the schedule out of all the teams in the top 5, it's probably the top
7 points.
from now
That's
to
a
the
lot.
end of the season.
Bono saying the president wants to postpone the round of 13 for Italy's playoff games. Yeah, I like. Again, it's postponing and it's pushing more games. I would say closer to each other. There's no other option. That's what's gonna happen, and I don't like that. I said it, like, I support Italy, but they come on the second place. Like, it is what it is. I do watch them. I hope they make the World Cup, but if they don't, I'm not gonna lose sleep about it. It is what it is. If you miss out of the top 4, my summer is ruined. The next season is ruined. Like, it's not the same. Exactly. So I don't really like it. I understand why they're doing it, but that it's pushing more games together for us, and we don't need that. Nobody needs that, to be honest. But let me see. Antonio, I saw. Let me see. Antonio saying, "Oops." For the next road quarterfinals and semis of Champions League, is there a draw? Yeah, every round there will be a draw. There's no more.
No, I think it's the format changed
2 years
during
ago,
the quarter. Yeah, during the quarterfinal draw, it's like a bracket, you know.
Oh no, they changed it. Everything is draw now.
It's a draw. I like that format better, like where it's a draw.
They changed it because even last season they changed it. Unless they changed it back, but I don't think they did. It's maybe they did. I'm not sure, but I remember they did that.
Yeah, because I remember last season during the quarterfinal draw, they also did the semi-final draw at the same time.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's but they drew it.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that also. Thomas saying Sampdoria have the wrong manager and keep changing their project is a mess. Yeah, like they changed ownership.
They brought back Gianpaolo, right?
Yeah, it's. I think he will keep him up because they have a good enough squad. They shouldn't be being relegated. Yeah.
They have a good team.
They have a good team. So yeah, guys, this is it. That's it for today live show. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Tomorrow there will be no live show because me and Julian are recording a podcast. But we will be back on Wednesday and Thursday for a preview. Then match day on Friday for once. I think it's the first. Yeah, it's the first one this season on Friday.
Yeah, it's our first Friday game.
Yeah. I don't like that, but let's see.
They always make us play Friday games before the Champions League games.
Yeah,
something I noticed.
I mean, it's good. You have extra rest, but I just hate Friday. It's a hectic day over here, and then match day. But thanks for joining. Thanks for replacing Julian, who said in time like he couldn't make it, and Justin. Well, it's Valentine. He was not allowed to come on. So, but no, thanks for joining. Thanks for helping me out.
No worries. Of course.
Thanks everybody in the chat for joining, and we will see you on Wednesday.